So today is Monday the 12th of September. I've got a big Hugo here, look at the tail. And Jack and I are heading into Glasgow today, so I thought I would take you with us. We are actually going to get a tow bar fitted on the new car. That was a bit of a saga actually, because at first we were worried that we weren't going to be able to afford it, but then Jack actually managed to sell the van rather than scrap it. He sold it to a guy who actually does up old vans. He was completely upfront and honest with the guy about the work that was needing done, but because he does up old vans, he's got all the equipment that he needs. He gets everything cost price, so whereas it was going to cost us about £1,000, it was going to cost him a lot less to get it done. And he was needing it for his wee boy's motocross. His wee boy does like motorbike racing, so it was going to be ideal for him. So we got enough for the van to cover the price of the tow bar, which was fab. But then we discovered that the tow bar that we need is out of stock everywhere, and it was going to be into October, probably even the end of October, before we could get it, which is no good because we are going to Mull at the end of September with the caravan. So we were thinking, oh my goodness, what are we going to do? But there's a guy in Glasgow who supplies and fits tow bars, who said to him, look, there is an option, but it's a little bit more expensive for a detachable tow bar. Means nothing to me, goes right over my head, which is actually a slightly better one, but also slightly more expensive. So we managed to scrape the money together to get that one, and he said it would maybe be about the 15th of September. We're like, oh, it's cutting that a bit fine, but okay, we'll go for it. And then he phoned us last week to say it was in, so that is very good. So we're going to take it today. It's booked in for 11 o'clock. So we're going to leave here about 9:30. Granny Annie and my dad are going to watch the puppies, and we will leave it with the guy and get a train into Glasgow, because it's, I don't know exactly where it is, but it's not in the city centre. And it's always fun and games me getting a train, being in the wheelchair, because not every station is wheelchair friendly. A lot of them have got steps, and actually getting on and off the train, you're relying on there being a guard on the train to get the ramp. It's not so bad when Jack's here, because he can humph me in and out. I would never try and get a train myself because it's a nightmare. One of the trains that we got a couple of years ago, in fact it would be a good, maybe 7 or 8 years ago now, and put us off because they said at Glasgow Queen Street that we would be able to get off at, I can't even remember the station now. So we were waiting to get off at this station. We got the guard to get us off, and the guard said, you do know that this station's all stairs, yeah? And we were like, no. Then, yeah, there's no wheelchair access, it's all stairs. And we were like, oh my God. And the guard said, if you stay on to the next station, it's a ramp, a hill, you'll be able to get up. So we did that, but it ended up being an extra 15-20 minute walk, which was a nightmare. So, but Jack's had a look, and the station that's closest to where we're getting the tow bar fitted is wheelchair accessible, and we know Glasgow Green Street is. So hopefully it's going to be all good. So it's going to be a wee adventure for us today. It takes a couple hours, 2 to 3 hours to get the tow bar fitted, so that's plenty shopping time for us. We were going to go to the cinema, but there's nothing on till like 2:30, and we're like, oh, that's rubbish. The car will be ready by then. But it means I'm going to have to do some shopping instead. What a hardship. I'm fancying a wee look around Primark and the Pound Shop and B&M's and poor Jack, what a shame. And then on the way back we're going to have to go to Asda for some shopping, and if we don't go to B&M in Glasgow, we're going to go to the one beside Asda, because there's a couple of things that we're wanting to have a look at as well. So that is our plan for today, and like I said, I just thought I would take you with us so that you can see what we're getting up to. And that is about it for just now. I'm just getting Brooke ready for school. The latest update on that, finally got a hold of Mr. Monroe and spoke about the bullying that's still going on. And it appears the only class Brooke can't move into is the one she wants to go to. Isn't that a shock? That's full, that class, yeah, there's no spaces. Isn't it just a shock that there's plenty of spaces in the classes that's much easier for them to move her to? And he promised he would find out about spaces and phone me back at 3 o'clock on Friday, and what a surprise, I never heard from him. So it's just turning into a nightmare. I'm getting sick of constantly phoning him. Anyway, I'll let you know if I do hear anything from him. And Abby's working today as well. So that's where we're at. I will catch up with you when we are heading out to get the to put the car in. There might be a cheeky little Costa on the way, who knows? There's Lomond having his breakfast. The dogs are getting excited because Jack's sorting their dinner. The things we have to do when we're going out for a day out. My dad wouldn't have a clue what to give them or how to give them it. So we're preparing their dinner just now, putting it in the fridge so that we can tell them, my dad, just take it out the fridge and give them it. It's like when we used to go for a day out ourselves when the kids were young, having to get everything all organised. Hey puppies, off we jolly well go. And go. Did you say it's between Rutherglen and Cambuslang? And it's about 1.5 miles to the station. Doesn't bother me, I'll just be sitting there getting pushed. A wee Costa on the way? Is that a yes? Yay! It's 25 to 11, that's us arrived. It's a nice wee place actually. It's like a wee industrial estate, but they do 4x4 hire as well, and chauffeur driven cars. Jack's like, I wonder if they'll chauffeur drive us into the city centre. I says, well, if they'll do it for the price of a train fare, they're on. Somehow I think not. I'm hoping the trains are quite regular because I'm bursting for a pee. So, I think that's the guy coming. I better head off. I will catch up with you when we are on our way to the train, or on the train. Oh, here we go. They're building a big new American style driving range here, but it's right next to the motorway, which doesn't seem like a very clever idea to us. It looks like they're almost finished though. We're going to platform 1, so this is Lomond station. It's not saying that there's any Glasgow trains. Okay, well it turns out that we can't get to Glasgow by train because there's no accessible train station. The lift is out of order, and the 14th of September it will be fixed. So if you're in a wheelchair you can't get into Glasgow. Do you want to get a bus stop and get a bus in? Don't even know what bus we would get. There's Celtic Park in there. Yeah. That is disgusting. And yet they're trying to get people to use public transport. Absolutely shocking. And not only that, all the way here, the curbs and the state of the pavements have been disgusting. Really bad. If Jack wasn't here, I would have no chance. I feel a wee email coming on to wee Nippy Sturgeon. Not that she cares.
No, because you're fucking Scottish, you get fuck all.
Aye, exactly. She's too busy worrying about the fucking refugees and their nice big boat that we passed on the way here. Anyway.
Expect on it for fucking shops and make it accessible and all that.
Aye, exactly. We'd get a much better life if we were living on there. Anyway, let's go and try and figure out how we get there. Plus, I really need the toilet. Oh yeah. We're just walking past Glasgow Green, where there's loads of the big festivals and concerts and things on. Not right now, obviously.
Part of the Guns N' Roses.
Part of the Guns N' Roses, yeah. This is where Jack was meant to be going to the Guns N' Roses festival. Have you heard any more about that concert? Have you had a refund yet? No. That is ridiculous.
Because it's still not. They came out and said that they're not playing it. They're not confirmed a date now.
That is shocking. Yeah, so we came down here because my stomach is going to explode if I don't get to a toilet soon. And the People's Palace is along here, so we're going to see if I can get to the loo there. We went to a bus stop, but we didn't know if the bus was going to be wheelchair accessible, and you had to have the exact fare. If we didn't have any change, they really don't make it easy to use public transport, especially if you're disabled. So we decided to walk it, but these new tablets that I'm on are playing havoc with my system. Every part of my system's being hit with it, apart from the actual headache that is meant to be fixing. So I really need to get a loo soon. So we're going to head up to the People's Palace. I'll let you see the outside of it. We're not sure if we need to pay to get in. And if you do, we'll wait and see how much it is. I might just need to hold on to my exploding stomach a little bit longer.
I don't know where the next toilet is after this, really.
Really? Oh, so that's the People's Palace there. And Jack's just reminded me, for any still game fans, that's where, who was it that got married there?
Winston and...
Aye, Winston and, oh God, I can't mind their name. That's where they were pals with, they were pals with the caretaker, and they snuck in at night to get married. It's looking a wee bit done now, is it not? Or is it just the grey day that's making it look like that? Is it there? I don't know the history of it. Did you say that Billy Connolly's banana boots are in there? Banana slippers? Ah. We did go in, and I was relieved to use the toilet, and it was free entry, so we had a good wander about. I am going to put all that up in a separate vlog.
You said let's jump on the bus and take a ride downtown. Well, I don't know about that, but can you help me first to get these boxes down? Well, I don't know about that. We have the whole day now just to ourselves, so we can clean the house or clear out some shelves. You said whichever you feel like doing first. I said, well, I don't know about that, 'cause it's my lazy day, just wanna lazy away. Ain't gonna do a thing for the rest of the day. You can try to seduce me, make me wanna play. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Let's call some friends over for a game of poker or so. Well, I don't know about that. Or should I turn on the TV or the radio? Well, I don't know about that. There's a whole list full of all the things we can do, but I wanna do none, wish that you did too. So you can just keep trying and I'll just keep saying I don't know about that, 'cause it's my lazy day, just wanna lazy away. Ain't gonna do a thing for the rest of the day. You can try to seduce me, make me wanna play. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
The iron proof stuff. Brutal. Iron proof fudge. Yum. People have to know. Look at all the still game stuff, that's brilliant. Rian. It's fab, like. Spare change for the reins. Oh, it's methadone nip. The brooms. Billy Connolly. You're a long time deed. He loves to run about naked. Proclaimers. Bought a bag.
Just cause.
Just close. Wish. Hanging. Korean. Total roaster. Eat haggis and kill on. We were just looking at them today. Oh, that is brilliant. We should get that for Abby for Christmas. The Scottish prick. They're brilliant. Oh, look, it's Nicholas Sturgeon. Actually, the mountains are calling and I must go. A wee carry out. Not giving a buck to old tossers. They're brilliant. Scotland's famous for massive erections. Brilliant. Look, Abby, who's that?
Scottish Beyonce.
It's 3 o'clock. They said it would be about 4 hours, so Jack's just phoned and it's just finished. So we're going to try and get a taxi because poor Jack isn't going to push me all the way back along there. We know we can't get a train or a bus. So we're going to head towards Queen Street train station, see if there's a taxi rank that we can get a taxi. So that is the plan. We've had a nice wee day wandering around the shops. We had a really good lunch, didn't we, Jack? Jack's burger was amazing. I just had salt and... no I didn't. I had chilli and cheese fries. And I had ordered a dessert, but they were too filling, so I had to cancel the dessert. I wish I had just went straight for the dessert actually, but yeah, it was really good. So yeah, I'm gonna go head to the car, and we've still got Asda and B&M's to do. But I did buy a few things, like Primark bag. And come to Glasgow and not film the iconic cone on the head. How long's that been like that, Jack?
Oh, decades.
Is it?
Oh, I can remember those.
Brilliant. So this is George Square. That is Glasgow Green station. It's had a bit of a facelift. That is the Millennium Hotel. We stayed there once, didn't we, Jack? Had a nice romantic night in Glasgow and then stayed there. Look at all the pigeons. There's always hundreds of pigeons in George Square. And look, taxis, yay! I don't know if you can see me or not. That's us just got back to the car. Jack's just waiting to pay. The guys here are lovely. What a laugh they are. So I'm just in the car. It's 25 to 4. It was £12 for the taxi, which I don't know what would have been in the train, but it was a lot quicker than it would have been anyway. So we're going to head to Asda and B&M, and then we're going to pick up a chippy for ourselves and my mum and dad. Not for Brooke, because she's messaged to say she's going to have friends after school. And I'll message Abby and see if she's wanting anything, but I think she's working. Don't know what time she's finished. She's 5, I think. So yeah, I'll message her and see if she wants anything. So I'm just going to end the vlog here. We've had a really good wee day. I'm going to do a separate vlog of the bits and pieces that we saw in the People's Palace, and a separate vlog of the bits and pieces that I bought today as well. And I'll include the things that I get in B&M. So I will put them up separately because I don't want this vlog to be too long for you. So I hope you have enjoyed this. Please excuse me sitting with the glasses on, but my head is absolutely thumping. And a lot of you were giving me a row for not wearing shades. When I do actually wear shades when I'm out, it's just that I was taking them off for the vlog, and it does seem a bit silly, so I've kept them on. It's just that the new tablets aren't kicking in yet, and when it gets to sort of 1 o'clock, I start getting really sore head, and it's now 25 to 4, so I'm needing to lie down and go to sleep. But I will soldier on, because that's who I am. Right, I think that's Jack about to come back, so if you've enjoyed this, please do hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already, talk to me in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Thanks everyone, bye!